Joy isn't something external you unlock. It's something internal you cultivate, like a garden. You can have the most beautiful land in the world, but if you never water it, never care for it, never protect it, nothing grows. So what does it mean to tend your joy? We have broken this metaphor down in the past 2 videos because a garden needs 5 things: soil, seeds, water, soil, and maintenance. And your mental health works the same way. So if you want to hear more about your foundation, your intentions, your daily habits, positive input, dealing with those weeds, dealing with even grief, and why it matters for your mental health, and even practical tips, check out the past 2 videos. Right now, we are wrapping it up with even more advice and actual practical guides to tend to your garden daily. So let's slow it down and bring everything together, because ideas are powerful, but only if they become something you can actually use in your everyday life. So let's return to the garden. Not as a metaphor anymore, but as a system, a routine, a way of living. If joy is something you tend daily, then what does it actually look like in real life? Let's walk through it step by step. Step 1, prepare your soil, your internal environment. Everything starts here. Because if your inner environment is consistently harsh or critical or overwhelmed, nothing you plant will ever feel like it's enough. So repairing your soil means creating a mental space where growth is possible. What this looks like in practice: noticing your inner dialogue, reducing constant self-criticism, creating moments of calm in your day. For example, try this method, the catch and shift method. Next time you catch yourself thinking, "Oh, I'm so behind on life and I'm always messing things up and I'm not good enough," pause and gently shift to something more neutral. "I'm figuring things out at my own pace. I've made a mistake, but I can learn from it. I'm allowed to grow." Not fake positivity, just less harm, because your mind believes what it hears repeatedly. Step 2, plant better seeds. Intentional microactions. So here's where people overcomplicate things. They think they need a complete life overhaul. But gardens don't grow from grand gestures. They grow from small, consistent planting. Your seeds are tiny actions with emotional impact. Meaningful moments. So examples of quote-unquote joy seeds: sending a thoughtful message to someone, taking 5 minutes to breathe without distraction, writing one thing down that you're grateful for, listening to music that shifts your mood, stepping outside and feeling the air. All these things do not look life-changing, but you know what? When you do them daily, and you don't have to do 5 million of them daily, just 1 or 2 of them daily, they rewire how you experience life. Step 3, water daily. Consistency over intensity. This is where some people struggle as well, because we tend to go all in and then disappear. 1 day of motivation, 2-day motivation, 3-day motivation, 10 days of nothing. And your mental health does not respond in bursts. It responds to rhythm. So instead of asking, "What is the perfect routine?" ask, "What's the simplest version of care that I can repeat daily?" Build that non-negotiable minimum. Pick 3 small habits that are so easy, you can even do them on your worst day. For example, drink a glass of water in the morning, step outside for 2 minutes, take 3 deep breaths before bed. That's it. Literally, that's it. On good days, you can do more. And on hard days, these keep your garden alive. And that matters way more than perfection. Step number 4, give yourself sunlight, what you let in, because let's talk about input. Your mind is constantly absorbing something: social media, conversations, news, music, thoughts, and all of it affects your emotional state. So tending to your garden also means being intentional about what you expose yourself to. Try this, the input-out audit. Ask yourself, what do I consume daily that drains me? What actually lifts my mood or calms my mind? And make one small adjustment. Not everything, just one. So maybe it's replacing 10 minutes of scrolling with music, unfollowing accounts that trigger comparison, listening to something calming in the morning instead of chaotic content. Sunlight doesn't have to be constant. It does have to exist though. Number 5, Remove weeds gently. Let's manage those negative thoughts. This one's very important because the goal is not to eliminate negative thoughts. That's impossible because we do live with them the same way we live with positive thoughts. The goal is to change your relationship with them. So try this. The name it, don't fight it approach. When a difficult thought shows up, instead of arguing with it, suppressing it, letting it spiral, try naming it. That's anxiety talking. That's my fear of failure talking. That's an old pattern. This creates distance. You're no longer inside the thought, you're observing it. And that small shift, it gives you power.